This is Druid4574 and welcome to the mech design phase for Rust Heart. This is a convoy escort mission, which can be very challenging. I do believe they allow me to have a star mate here, and I think I'm not going to take advantage of that because of the risk of the convoy getting caught in crossfire from my star mate. They tend not to watch their shots, so I will hopefully be able to avoid that. So for this mission, again, I need a nice balance of armor and speed and weaponry. Seems to be every mission, huh? And they recommend the Warhammer, which is a good mech. It's fast for its speed. It has a giant monster engine. I can go up to 85 tons. The Marauder is pretty nice too. It's fast, it's heavy, and you can put a lot of weapons on it. The Warhawk is more of a assault mech, so it's really heavy, it's slow, but you can put a ton of armor on this thing and weapons like through the roof. It's definitely too slow for an escort mission, though. Marauder. This might be a good choice. The Marauder. Warhammer. The Warhammer itself, or maybe even a lighter mech like the Gargoyle. The Gargoyle has its limitations, and I don't know, I'm not that fond of it. It can be a good mech, but it can also be really slow and ungainly. I end up choosing it, though. The Timberwolf I used in the last mission, so yeah, I think I will attempt to use the Gargoyle in this mission. We'll see if I embarrass myself thoroughly. So the Gargoyle can have an additional loadout of armor, so what we'll do is we'll add more armor to this and fill it up. Make this into a heavier armored mech, because I don't like to get blown up if I can help it. And let's see, we can have an additional 10 points of armor in the torso, center torso. And I'll need more, I think. Let's see, no, these are actually already at 34. Okay, so with that additional armor, I can put quite a lot in the back. So I think I'll do, well, I don't know, 13. That sounds good. 24 and 10, 24 and 10, and 26 in the arms. I think that looks good. So let's see, I'm going to look at the engine. This is probably the fastest that they'll let me use in this mech. The internals are set to standard, but this is a pretty heavy mech, so we might want the extra weight for space. Wait, for criticals, excuse me. Alright, so I'm going to delete all these weapons. As per the usual. I'm debating whether I should attempt, let's see how much a mask unit would weigh in this. It would improve my speed, and speed is really a big deal for these escort missions. So, take a drink of tea here. Sorry. I don't know. I think I'm going to say yes for now, and then I'll decide later whether I want to keep it or not. And I'll do a weapons loadout here before I look at this internals, see if I want to change that. Okay, so what should I do with this one? We'll probably do a laser heavy mech this time instead of heavy on the autocannons and such. So I think this will be the first time that I'll use a mech that has particle cannons on it. So let's put a couple of those on there. And you can see that that's already really heavy. They're 6 tons apiece. So let's put the particle cannons in the arms and the mask system. Put that in. Let's see. I will put the mask system in this part of the torso. Well then, I think I will want to do endo steel internals just because those particle cannons are taking so much weight. Okay, so I don't really have room for missiles. I think I've already showcased all the major types of them anyway, but I do like having a balanced mech. So the particle cannons are super long range, so we'll want some shorter range things. So why don't I do some streak SRM? That's going to be really weighty. If I do 2 streakers, how much does that put me at? Ouch. Okay, no room for additional lasers. This would be a very... this would probably be a dangerous mech to attempt to use. The weapon loadout would be too slow firing. I'd have to... I don't think this is a very good mech. But I can try it, so... yeah, let's just go with it. And assign the criticals to the mech. So I've got the particle cannons. I will put the streakers in the torso sections and then fill out the rest with endo steel. And there we are, good to go. This mech we will call the oops. Did I just freeze? Oh, no, we're good. Okay, let's call this mech the probably going to die. Okay, save, accept mech. And this is Druid4574. Thank you for watching the mech design. And I hope you'll join me for the field phase of Rust Heart. Thank you for watching.